What if the voice you believe is from God is actually just your own thoughts? Think about it. How many times have people said, God told me to do this? But what if they were just talking to themselves and didn't realize it? Part 1. The real problem. Let's be honest. All of us hear a voice in our head. When you think, when you plan, when you worry, there's always a voice. Psychology calls this inner dialogue. So here's the real questions. How do you know that voice is from God and not just you? Because if we are being logical, the default answer should be, it is your own mind, not something external. Part 2. The God's voice filter problem. Some people say, if the thought matches scripture, then it's from God. Sounds good, right? But think deeper. You can connect almost anything to a religious text if you try hard enough. Example, you suddenly feel like cleaning your room. Then you say, oh, this is from God because I should honor my parents. But wait, is that really God speaking? Or are you just justifying your own thoughts using something you already believe? This is called confirmation bias. You're not discovering truth, you're creating validation. Part 3. Untestable claim. Here's where it gets tricky. If a thought matches scripture and it's from God, if it doesn't, it's not from God. So basically everything can be explained either way. And that creates a problem. Because now there is no way to test it, no way to prove it wrong. And in logic, if something cannot be tested or proven false, it becomes very weak as a claim. Part 4. Divine voice. Another idea people say is the closer you are to God, the clearer His voice becomes. But let's look at this logically. Whatever you focus on, your mind will produce more of it. Think about money and you see opportunities everywhere. Think about fear and everything looks dangerous. Think about religion and your thoughts become more spiritual. So what feels like God is speaking more clearly could actually be your mind is becoming more focused, not supernatural. Just how the brain works. Part 5. Time test. Some say, wait over time and you'll know if it's from God. But here's the issue. If it works out and it was God, if it doesn't and it wasn't God, again, you can never be wrong. And when you can never be wrong, you're not discovering truth. You're just adjusting the story after the outcome. Part 6. The universal problem. Now think about this. People from different beliefs all say the same thing. God told me, but their conclusions are different. So we have to ask, can all of them be right, or is it more likely that the voice they hear comes from the same place, their own mind? This doesn't mean faith is wrong. This doesn't mean God doesn't exist, but it does mean something important. Not every voice in your head is divine. Sometimes it's your emotions, your desires, your fears, your experiences. Learning to separate those, that's where real clarity begins. Because maybe the biggest mistake isn't that God isn't speaking, but that we are too quick to assume every thought is His voice. So next time you hear a voice, don't just ask, is this from God? Ask first, is this just me? Or Satan?